Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are on the Lyra server and we're going to be farming chapter bosses. Today we're going to be doing Silver Knight Kummel, which is the chapter 1 boss. And every single day from now on we are going to try to complete one and get as many eggs as possible, as many items as possible. So whenever you start the game, you start up your character, you're going to go through all the different chapters until you complete it. Once you complete it, you can return to each of these bosses in order to get items or get eggs. The eggs is particularly that boss that you fought. It's just a copy of them so that way you can bring it along, raise it up as your regular demons. And some of them are pretty good. But there's obviously things that are better out there. When these originally came out, they were actually super strong, but for most people, they just go to each of these to get specific items. So for example, the Silver Knight, you can get the silver armor, silver hair. Looks pretty good. I can show you guys what I mean by that because I have copies of it already. So this is the silver armor, has a nice blue glow to it, nice black armor, looks pretty good. Overall looks pretty good. As for the hair is not permanent. So once you put it on, it comes on, and then if you swap hairs, then you lose it. But you can always get additional copies. It's very, very easy to farm it. So let's go ahead and go inside. And I'm going to show you the right way to do this and the wrong way to do this. So let's go ahead and jump inside and get started. Alright, so first thing you're going to do is, well, first thing you notice is this is the exact same room that you came in here and fought him initially. I think when you were like level 15, if I believe. This is when you meet the queen. You would just come back in here, you would challenge him, and if you're able to kill him, then a chest will pop up in order to allow you to claim items such as Silver Knight eggs or legendary crystal fragments or legendary challenge fragments. I can't remember the exact name of them, but let me just see what they're called real quick. Legendary challenge crystals. So you can get the Silver Knight packs, which are just Silver Knight Kummel's eggs, legendary challenge crystals, silver armor, and the silver cap. All of that drops inside the chest. Now, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is you can keep rolling on the same chest until you get all the rewards. It just takes an extreme amount of time to do that because you might be in here for half hour to 50 minutes just trying to roll for the silver armor, and you might not get it. So let's go ahead and show you guys two different methods you can use in order to actually kill him. Right now I'm at 1558 BP, which means I'm pretty strong for this area. Let's see, let's change up something real quick. Alright, so I'm pretty strong for this area. The thing is, if you're a lower BP, I was able to solo him around, I want to say 850, but I'm pretty sure you can do it a lot lower than that. Probably 600 if you use the second method I show you. But for now, we're going to fight him down here and show you this is the wrong way to fight him, because if you do this, you're probably going to get wrecked. If you're playing on a brand new server, say a brand new server comes up and you follow this method, you're most likely going to make a lot of money really early on, because a lot of people won't know how to fight him and win. They'll probably just do it the wrong way, which is you start the fight, you fight here at the bottom, and he'll most likely just wreck you. So I'll give you a couple tips that I figured out and one that I was taught, which is the most efficient way of fighting him. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll be able to go through this really, really easily. Alright, so first, he pops up a shield. You miss every attack. Once he has that shield up, you cannot hit him. Alright, so he has his shield up. The reason why it's the wrong way to fight him is because now he's going to start summoning guards. He's going to snare you, and all these guards are going to start wrecking you. And then you have all these down here. And you see that? He just destroyed my pets because he got a very good combo off. He snared me, and all the guards just started laying into me. Now, here's one of the things that you can do. If you're playing and you're waiting for cooldowns, just run out of his vision. He will not follow you. So this is one of the times where you would spend using healing potions, reviving your pets, things of that nature, because it gives you time to relax because he's not going to be here to fight you. Alright, so it works on every single chapter boss. So as long as you do your damage, run outside their range, they will not follow you. Once they're out of the screen, they just stop completely, and you have plenty of time to recover your stamina if you're playing a warrior. Pop a couple health potions, cycle out your pets. Since my pets died, then I'm going to have to cycle out to something different in order to complete this, which I'll just use 2 Tifas and 1 Tifa and 2 Pandas, which not optimal. I could go straight damage, but whatever. So let's go ahead and finish them off. Alright, and as you see, once he dies, this chest opens up. You click on it, and it says, chance left, 1 draw. Alright, so we got 2 Silver Knight eggs. Now, one of the things you can do, click on the chest again, hit roll. Alright, we got the silver cap. Let's go ahead and toss that on, just so I can show you guys what the hair looks like. It'll tell you that, put simply, the hair is not permanent. That's basically what it's telling you. Alright. And as you can see, that's the hairstyle you get. Looks pretty badass. If you're playing on a brand new server, which I know there's going to be some opening up soon, then being the first to have silver armor, I would just go ahead and sell it, because I was the first one on this server to actually start farming this boss, and I was selling silver armor for like 200 EP a pop, and I was selling at least like 5 to 10 a day. So that's a good amount of EP, which you can use to build up your character and get yourself ahead of the pack. So again, if you're playing on a brand new server, then you're probably not going to be strong enough to do it initially. So I'm going to teach you another way where you can do it. It takes a little bit longer, but you're guaranteed not to die unless you just completely mess up. Alright, so whenever you land on the same cell that you've already collected, when you go to roll again, it's just going to say, are you sure you want to give up the prize and draw once again? You just say yes, and then it'll roll again and land it on the same one. So it's basically the same thing. Now, if you want to make this faster, instead of waiting for it to roll, just click on the chest again. It'll automatically go to where it's going to land on. Click, click, and you just keep rolling like this until you get every single one of the prizes that this chest has to offer. So far we only need the bottom 2 there, which it might take a while to actually get those. So I'll roll for probably another 60 seconds and then head out, because I don't actually need the stuff that drops in here. I'm just showing you guys the most efficient way of farming this place. So if you're strong, you can always just kill them straight up. If you're not as strong, then the method I'm about to show you is probably going to be the best. Alright, roll 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1, and an extra one just to throw it in there. Alright, so go ahead and leave. Alright, so we're going to go here one more time. Now this is if you have a low amount of BP, or you just don't have damage in order to fight him straight up. Since most of my pets are dead, let's just use 1,000 BP. What you want to do is you want to run past them. You want to run past them and then go ahead and trigger the fight. So what you do is walk towards the stairs. He has to be in your view in order for him to keep following you. So what you want to do is start walking up the stairs, and as you're going to see, he's going to start going into that area over there. And that's exactly what you want him to do. Alright. Once you get here, at the second window, cross over to the balcony. You're going to see him walk over there. And this is where you want to tuck yourself in the corner, because once he gets right there, he's locked in there. Now, if you're playing a paladin, if you're playing a mage, anything with the range, you can just go to town on him, drop as many things as possible, and every so often he's going to get the shield back. If you're playing a warrior, all you got to do is just chain chop repeatedly. You don't have to worry about stopping. You just keep doing it until you run out of stamina. When you run out of stamina, then just go wait by the window and you should be good to go. Now, the thing is, you want to make sure that you continue to chain chop, because when you stop, he pops that shield and he might take a swing at you. Now, if you're low BP, that one swing will kill you, or kill whatever pet you have on. So, again, you see, he can't hit you as long as you're standing inside this corner next to the window. Once this shield is up, stop attacking. This is where you want to regen your stamina, or wait for your cooldowns, whichever one you're doing, and then just go back and attack him. See, I took off all my pets so that way I'm not killing him like too fast, but now that you guys get the gist of it, I'll go ahead and toss on a couple pandas, and then we'll just go to town. Boom. And it's that easy. There are plenty of different servers that sell this silver armor. Most of the time you're going to spend in here, it's either going to be one or the other. You're either going to spend a lot of time fighting or a lot of time rolling. If I remember correctly, it took me about 15 minutes of fighting, waiting for stamina, stuff like that, when I was doing it at lower BP, but everything else should be good to go. So we will continue to roll, see what we get. We'll roll for a little bit longer, and then what I'll do is I'll kill him a couple more times and see if we can collect as many of these legendary challenge crystals. Now, what the legendary challenge crystals are used for is there's some chapter boss that you will have extreme amount of difficulties fighting. One of the hardest ones to fight besides him, like if I don't show you this method, you're basically going to get wrecked in here if you don't know, if you can't 100 to 0 him. because he just spawns all those different NPC. He stun locks you. He does all these different things where it basically just screws you over. But the worst one to fight by far, even at high BP, has to be the Sky Robber, because not only does he heal, like if you run out of his view, and like I showed you earlier, and he's not following you, during that time you're away, he's sitting there healing himself. So he's one of the difficult ones to actually kill. But the outfit that he gives you is the Night Sky Robber, which is actually a really, really cool outfit. I usually sell these for about, well, when I first started killing him and selling the outfits, I was selling the outfits for about 400 EP. So I made 400 EP off of this one, and around 200 to 300 EP from this one. And then the one for chapter 7, her outfit for females, I made 400 off of those also. And like I said, it's very easy, just depending on how much time you want to spend here rolling on the chest. You can spend half hour just trying to get one piece of armor. But the best part about her is she has so many decent items where you can get the armor, the hair, and the Scythe of Death, which the Scythe of Death I usually sell for about 50. It's just a novelty thing. It's nothing useful. It's just for looks. Same thing with the hair, but the armor is permanent, which is why you want to sell the garments. Garments is the highest value thing. The hair is just kind of like meh, whatever. Anybody can find hair, or better hair than that, to be honest. But selling them together, you can make yourself a pretty penny, because there's a lot of people that want to run around with better looking armor than what they currently have on. So it is what it is. Alright, let's roll a few more times. If we don't get it, alright, that's the last time. Alright, cool. Didn't get the silver armor, but we'll just go ahead and continue. Now, yes, you can stay in here and get the silver armor if you want to spend the time doing it, but just for this video, I'm just showing you guys exactly how I farm this. So at any point in time, I can always come in here and get those. Alright, awesome. And before anything else, right before the video started, I actually hit achievement level 8. So I ended up getting, minus all these redstones. The redstones I got from soloing the 2 Devil Den quests that I showed you guys how to solo. So just check out my other video, Siren Lair. That one drops quite a few. And Melody Harbor, those are the 2 that you can solo, because you won't run out of time, and the boss are extremely easy. The only one you might have difficulty with is the Siren Lair, and it's just because the boss have a large health pool. I wouldn't say do this at lower BP, or if you're playing a warrior, you need a certain amount of stamina. Once you run out of stamina, leave the instance immediately and just charge up your stamina, then go back in, continue on from where you were. Even if it's in the middle of a boss fight, go ahead and leave the instance, get your stamina back, and then you're good to go from there. And just rinse and repeat until you beat the whole thing. Alright, but let's see. I know I got the P7 Soul Stone, which I can use on my panda right now, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. And I got a Blazing Avatar card. Now, this is to unlock a Flame Brilliance Avatar, or Dance Brilliance, which is the female one. Don't know what that is, but pretty sure I'll find out eventually. Pretty sure there's going to be a couple guys running around with it. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use it, because why not? It's going to suck if it's something I already have. Yeah, I don't see... Yeah, I don't actually see where that activated. Either I'm blind or... Maybe it's this. Yeah, it's probably just, yeah. Yeah, it's probably just that. Oh well. It's nothing too special, to be honest. But since it's free, might as well use it, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and head back in. You can head in a total of 5 times. At the start of the stream, you would have noticed where it's at 4 chances left. As long as you go inside, it updates to 5. So you don't have to worry about it saying, oh, well, it only said I had 4. It updates every single day as long as you go into one. It won't update if you don't go in. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, yeah, you killed all my pets. There you go. Fix that. Alright, so I'm going to fight him down here. I actually want to see how well I can do. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so I can kill the guards. And it's the guards that stun you. The boss is the one that just does all the damage. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, this dude is wrecking me. Alright, he just killed another panda. Let's use Fearless. Yeah, as you guys can see, it does not matter what level you are, what rank you are, or anything like that, how much BP you got. This dude is a freaking monster. We just kill all his NPCs. I barely have 1 pet left, but I should be able to kill him with no problem. Jeez, this guy is a pain, but he's down. Killed literally all my demons, but whatever. We'll just roll 1 time. Whatever we get, we'll walk out with. Not too bad. Extra eggs. Now, here's the thing. If you're just now starting a Legion, and say you are deciding to play on a new server, or heck, you're playing on an existing server and you're looking to make sure that your Legion is strong, up and running, things like that, one of the best things you can do is collect the chapter pets. And when I say chapter pets, that means go in here, kill Lord Kummel, and get all his eggs, and then hatch all his eggs, turn them into a pet. And what you want to do is you want to open up a totem. Let's go into special, because that's where all of them are. These are all the chapter pets that you can level up. Everything from the Silver Knight, which is here, all the way over to the Devourer Harvey. Everything in between are chapter bosses, which means you can go in there, you can get the eggs for free every single day. You want to have at least 5 of them within the top 10. And what that does is that gives you the maximum amount of BP for your Legion. So say you join the new server, or say you're trying to recruit people, you can be like, hey, we have a 62 BP share. Well, it won't be 62 for everyone, but like your deputies that have like 54 or something like that. The max you can get is 64, but your deputies, I think they're stuck by like 57 or something like that. Yeah, 57. But everyone under them gets a very, very good amount. Let's go ahead and look at it. Right now, deputies get 55, which we're just lacking 2. Generals get 49. Captains 43. Lieutenants 31. Deputy lieutenants 24. Your UD sergeants. These are basically just for anyone who just tosses their demons into the totems. And then anyone who just joined as a common member, I think they get like 6. Yeah, I think it's like 6 just to join the Legion. So that's what helps you level up your Legion totems faster, if you're able to farm those things out. Now, one of the downsides to doing that is actually you will run out of space. If you have 5 demons per totem, you basically have to make a mannequin, which if you're playing on a new server, mannequins won't be available. So you basically have to make other characters just to hold those demons, so that way your BP totems are the strongest or at the highest. Now, if you're the guild leader, you don't have to worry about holding those demons, because you get contribution no matter what. You get the highest BP share no matter what. So even if everyone else is dealing with the totems, and or you're using a mannequin or an alternate account or whatever to hold your demons, so that way your totems stay strong, then you won't have to worry about it. Alright, so again, let's go ahead and head inside and see what we get. I think we got 2 more chances, so let's go ahead and kill him. Oh, and yeah, we did not resurrect any of our monsters. Okay, so yeah, just gonna have to do it the other way. Alright, since he started walking in there, that's what you want to wait for. Stay as close to the wall as possible. Then once you're about here, cross over into the balcony, let him continue on his journey, and then walk towards the wall so that way he doesn't wreck you. Once he gets into this corner, that's what you want. Then at that point, you just go to town on him. Okay, if you guys would have noticed there, when he popped his shield, he actually got a swing on me. He hit my Forest Walker, but it wasn't enough to kill him, which is why you saw him instantly heal. So we'll just go ahead and finish him off in a few seconds. Alright, and that is another kill. Get a couple more items. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't plan on actually farming too long. I don't want this to be a 50-minute video with just me rolling. Alright, so go ahead and walk out. And we'll go in there one more time. But this time, let me go and resurrect my pets, because Jesus. Yeah, they got wrecked in there. Generally, I can just use a paladin to resurrect my stuff for me. I actually don't like doing that because it's just a waste of their souls. So the easiest place I go to level up my or resurrect my pets is actually Doomspace. Ooh. If you look at the mini-map, you see a bunch of these arrows. That is very good for getting divine fruit. So if you're leveling up a character that isn't level 65 or max divine level, the fruit you get out of there just gives them a ton of divine EXP. You can use it to farm. Again, if you're planning on going to a new server, because there's going to be a couple open, you want to farm those as much as possible, basically on cooldown. I don't know what the respawn timer for those are, but at the end of the day, the fruit that you get out of there, if you don't want to use them yourself, you can always turn around and sell them. And again, when they were selling them on the server, getting the, I can't remember what the red ones are called, but the red ones are the ones that give you the most level. Those were going for like 15 EP each, 15 to 30 each. And then everyone's trying to like be the first to get level 65. So these are all the little things that you can do in order to, one, either make yourself a bunch of money, or two, get yourself ahead. So I resurrected all of those, and I have no idea why I left because I still have one that's dead. Alright, so let me just go back. Alright, there we go. And let's go ahead and knock out the very last attempt. Again, you can always stand there and get 5 pieces of armor, but it'll probably take you a while. And we will do 1 boss per day for the next week. Okay, now I actually want to fight him at my strongest, which is, let's run with a Tifa, a Panda, and a Ruby. So what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna open up on him when he starts spawning his monsters or his knights. Then I'll go ahead and drop my flame or fire dance, which should be enough to kill them, but that's just theoretical because I have no idea. I've never fought them like this before. Even being at 1500 BP, I would still get him into that corner. But I think it's a little bit fun to actually fight him at his strongest. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and send my... And I'm going to let him spawn his guys. Alright, pop Fearless. Alright. Oh no, my fire dance not working. Oh well, I'll just kill him. Now you guys are probably wondering why he couldn't stun me there. It's because I use my Fearless, which makes me immune to CC. It is a very, very handy skill when it comes to being a warrior. Because once you get crowd controlled, I won't say it's over, it's just a pain in the ass. So that's one of the things that will prevent you from getting crowd control. And it actually helps when you're using your Whirlwind, because Fearless and Whirlwind allows you to not get interrupted, because you can interrupt a warrior's Whirlwind, which is the skill that does majority of their damage. Like I spent probably about an hour debating with someone which one does the most damage, but I had numbers and stats backing up my claim compared to what they were talking about. So, put simply, later on, Whirlwind does the most damage for any of your warrior skills. One, because it lasts for such a long time. You just press it, you can walk away, go to the kitchen, get yourself something to drink, do your taxes, I don't know, walk your dog, whatever. It lasts a long time, and it just does constant damage. And the best part is, per tick that you have counts as 3 different hits, compared to your Chain Chop, which is your second highest damaging ability, which you have to sit here, keep mashing the one key, or I have to keep mashing the one key. This Fire Quake becomes kind of useless. It's okay for a range attack, but your Chain Chop and your Whirlwind is where all your damage is coming from. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll a couple more times. See if we actually get the armor. If not, not a big deal, because at the end of the day, don't actually need it. But now you guys know the secret methods of how to actually beat this at lower BP. Just hopefully you guys can be able to do it with no problem. If you're brand new to the game and you're trying to get armor without having to spend the armor and a leg, or even if you're a free-to-play player, you can always just farm that up and sell it, because even though the server's been open for going on 2 months now, they still sell for like 100 EP. Just nobody is farming them. So that can be a moneymaker for you if you're playing on the Lyra server, or if you wait until the new server opens up. That's basically how you're able to get those and pretty much run the monopoly on it very early on, like I did. But when I did it myself, I actually just did the first method, what I showed you, where I just ran out of his vision, and then I would come back when my stamina's up, do damage, run out of his vision, and just keep doing that, rinse and repeat until he was dead. So the method I showed you on the balcony, that's the most efficient way of doing it, because you don't have to worry about any of his soldiers trying to stun you. You don't have to worry about any special mechanics that go on where he summons the wall of people and you gotta dodge while dealing with the soldiers and all that stuff, because people try to fight him straight up, and that's why they lose, and that's why they can't get through it. So If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more Eudemons content on the Lyra server, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be back tomorrow with more content. We'll do chapter 2, and let's see what type of events we got going on. Let's see. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so Tuesday events will be Chamber. So I can show you guys Chamber, Evil Abyss. That one's pretty okay. That one's more or less a PvP event. I actually don't like streaming that one simply because there's so many people there and casting abilities, you won't know what the heck is going on. So I like to do things that are a little bit more clean and easy to understand, and I can explain it as I'm doing it. So Chamber, yep, that one definitely will show you guys tomorrow, seeing how a lot of people don't actually know how Chamber works. So we'll get that one up and running. Alright, so thanks again for watching, and